In a coastal town where the sea whispered secrets at dawn, there lived a poor fisherman. He was not lazy, he was not cruel, but he was stubborn. He had made a rule for himself. I will cast my net only 4 times each day. Whatever I receive, I will accept as destiny. And so he lived by this principle as if it were sacred. But destiny was not kind. The first cast, nothing but broken shells. The second, tangled weeds. The third, mud and sand. The fourth, emptiness. And so he returned home.
Inside his small house, his wife and 4 children waited with hollow eyes. The weight of the fisherman's principle began to crush his own family. Husband, Allah gave you hands to work harder. Throw the net again, feed your children. Rules cannot feed the hungry. But he replied firmly, a rule once made must not be broken. Risk is written. Days turned into weeks. Hunger grew.
One fateful morning, the fisherman stood before the sea again. He whispered his dua and cast his net. First cast, the skeleton of a cow. Second cast, a sealed wooden box. Inside it lay a human skeleton. Third cast, stones, heavy and useless. The fisherman sighed. One last cast, he said. Everything depended on this final attempt. The fourth time, the net felt different. He pulled with effort, his muscles straining against the weight of destiny. Out emerged a beautiful copper sharag, shining beneath the sun. Joy filled his heart. At last, a sign of hope. At last, I shall sell this lamp and feed my family. The long weeks of hunger were finally over.
The fisherman wiped the dust from the copper lamp. Suddenly, smoke began to spiral into the sky.
For 100 years I was trapped, thundered the Jinn. I swore I would kill whoever freed me.
Before I die, he said calmly, tell me how such a giant lived inside this small lamp. I do not believe it. The Jinn roared, foolish man, watch! In a swirl of smoke, he shrank and entered the lamp again. Quick as lightning, the fisherman sealed the lid. The giant was trapped once more.
Release me. I will reward you with gold, jewels, and treasures beyond your wildest dreams. Gold cannot feed a man who refuses to work. Principles are the foundation of a life well lived. I swear upon the winds and the sea, if you free me, I will give you more gold than you have ever seen. I will fill your house with wealth. Wealth? To save my children from their hollow eyes? Perhaps destiny has brought this lamp to my net for a reason. Free me, and you shall never know hunger again. Your house will shine like a palace. Very well, I will trust your oath. Let us see if your word is as strong as your magic. With this, I unseal your prison. Step forth, Jinn, and fulfill your promise. Freedom, at last I am free. Now, fisherman, witness the power of a grateful Jinn. Freedom, at last I am free. Do not tremble, fisherman, I will not harm you. But the Jinn's voice became calm as he looked down at the man who had freed him. Principles are made for life. Life is not to be sacrificed for principles. Destiny is written, but effort is the key that opens its door. The fisherman understood. He returned to the sea, casting his net again and again until the sun stood high. That day, the sea gave him more than he could have ever hoped for, and the Jinn granted him gold without measure. Before disappearing into the wind, the Jinn granted him gold without measure. Hunger never entered his home again. Trust in destiny, but never use it as an excuse to stop striving, for Allah writes provision, but He loves those who seek it.